Pleased and honored to welcome in Baylor baseball coach Mitch Thompson, who's with us on a Monday morning. Back from Houston, 3 games in Houston. Mitch, thanks for your time. How are you this morning?
Good to see you, John. Glad to be with you.
Yep, you as well. And, tough competition, second week in a row for you guys. But, gosh, what a great win that was on Friday over Ole Miss.
Yeah, the tournament down in Houston was a challenge, which is exactly what we knew it would be when we scheduled it, which is exactly what we knew it would be before we got to the tournament. And, we had a good ball game, a great fight with Ole Miss. It came out on top, and then, came up short in another couple ball games. But playing good people, seeing great pitching, learning a lot about our team. It's all about trying to put it all together.
Yeah, and again, playing well, even though you didn't win those other games down there, Texas and UTSA, tough teams, but you played really well, I think, against both of them also.
Well, I don't feel like we played as good a defense as we've played, early in the season. I thought this weekend we struggled a little bit defensively. It hurt us a little bit. But yeah, we were in the games. Yesterday's game with UTSA got off to a pretty rocky start. The guys fought back, and ended up getting beat, and it wasn't what we were looking for. Obviously, we're not pleased with with where we're at right yet. But we are learning a lot about our team, learning about who we can trust on the mound, learning about who's going to give us really competitive at bats, and I think we're taking a step forward. I don't think you learn some of this stuff if you just schedule soft. And, we have the ability to do that. We'll have the ability to schedule soft as we can and, win every game. But that's just not the way that I think we ought to be playing it. So we challenged ourselves. We came up short a little bit. We'll keep working.
Did I hear you say post-game yesterday with our man Cole Posey, who, by the way, did a really good job?
Well, good.
8 2-out runs. Is that right, to UTSA?
Yeah. I mean, you're one pitch away from getting out of the inning, and we've got to make the better pitch, and we've got to be able to finish it. And so you get good for them. They fought. They're a really nice club. They're a really good team. They play hard. I think they're currently 10-1. The thing about the 3 teams that we played down there, Ole Miss was undefeated going into the tournament. Texas was undefeated going into the tournament. UTSA had lost once. I think combined going into the tournament, the 3 teams that we were playing were 23-1.
Oh man!
And so. It wasn't like we were playing again Sisters of the Poor. So it was a true challenge. It didn't go the way we wanted it to. We wanted to come out on top.
How'd you feel about your pitching overall those 3 games this weekend?
Well, the last 2 weeks, we've been in these tournaments without our Friday night guy, Lucas Davenport, and I think we're going to start to get him back this next weekend, which will be a big boost for us. So we've had to scuffle a little bit there. I felt like our starting pitching on Friday was really good. Stephon Stahl was outstanding. He gave us 4 really good innings to get going. We're continuing to lengthen him out because he was not ready to be a starter lengthened out wise, kind of thrust into that role when Lucas had to step back for a couple of weeks. But he's given us 2 really good outings. We didn't pitch well starting pitching wise either of the next 2 days, and fell behind. But our bullpen did pitch well, I think, overall the entire tournament. So there's something to be there's positives, but there's also things that we've got to continue to improve on. But like I said, that's why you play these tournaments. That's why you play the people that we're playing here, so that you can expose it. You're exposing yourself is what you're doing. Yeah. And you're learning that we've got to continue to improve in these areas.
I don't have the stats in front of me from the weekend, but it seems like Travis Sanders is still swinging a pretty good bat for you.
Travis is still playing extremely well, swinging the bat. Had 3 hits last night again. Off the top of my head, a couple RBIs. He's playing extremely well, playing a really good shortstop, swinging the bat. We've moved him all the way around from first hole, one hole, 3 hole,
Right.
4 hole, trying to figure it out again, which works best for our lineup, and taking advantage of our guys from each day forward. And Travis is he's excelled at every area for us, no doubt.
Good deal. And the week ahead, Tarleton tomorrow on the road, and then Air Force coming in for a 3-game series this weekend.
Yep, this thing keeps going, right? It's 4 games a week, and Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Last night we got back into town, rolled into town about 2 a.m. Here we are getting ready. We'll leave tomorrow, go play at Charleston State, and then this weekend we do have Air Force for 3 here. And then we'll be finishing up a non-conference, weekends this weekend. So, this weekend will be a good opportunity for fans to come out and be at the ballpark, get out there and come support us. We appreciate them. We need them there. We love them, and we're going to get some things. We're going to keep improving. Just trust me. This team is a team that's going to fight. This team's a team that's going to compete. We're going to keep getting better, and so I think they'll enjoy being out there this weekend, and we need them there.
Very good. Final thought, playing in a major league park, it's got to be a thrill for those guys and for everybody, really, to play that tournament at the Astros home.
Yeah, there's 12 Division I teams that were playing in major league ballparks this weekend. We're one of the 12, of the 300 Division I teams in the country. And, to get a chance to play in that park and, having a lot of kids from down in the Houston area and family and, it's a thrill for the guys. There's no question about that. I think about Cash McDade, yesterday hit his first home run of his career as a freshman, and he'll never forget that. That was hit at Dakin Park in Houston, and that's a pretty cool memory that he'll have. So yeah, lots of good stuff, and I'm thrilled that the Astros Foundation wants us to be there. We'll be making plans to go back again in the future. And we're going to keep playing in tournaments like this that really challenge you, that keep forcing you to play extremely good people, and do that, and we'll keep trying to rise to the challenge and meet the challenge.
Very nice. Hey, long weekend for you. Late night coming back. Thanks very much for being with us this morning.
You got it, John. I appreciate you guys very much. Thanks a lot for all you do.
All right, we'll see you soon.